The India-USA partnership. USA sees India as a swing state. USA wants India to share its burden of containing China. So USA has compromised India. USA has promised India to help in the rise of the India. The current approach of USA towards the region, USA want to contain China. Obama has launched Asia pivot policy, means Asia rebalancing. So how Asia is to be realized? Helping China neighbor, that is in general, having China neighbor in general and India in particular. The focus of the Obama was Asia Pacific. Trump administration has expanded the concept from Asia Pacific to Indo Pacific. In fact, 2019 Congress has passed the Asia Reassurance Initiative Act. The USA in 2019 has passed the Asia Reassurance Initiative Act. Objective is to develop the long-term strategic vision for Indo-Pacific region and to increase the defense capacity and resilience of the partners. Congress has approved the budget of $5 billion every year to increase the defense capability and resilience of the partners in Indo-Pacific region. So there's a lot of focus towards a particular region. What are the features of this partnership? What the step has been taken under the Indo-Pacific Trump policy? The National Security Strategy of 2017, South Asia Policy of 2017, National Defense Strategy of 2018, and Joint Statement. So now, strengthening of the defense partnership. So India and USA have entered into 2+2 strategic dialogue, maritime security cooperation, naval exercise, for example, Malabar. India also participated in RIMPAX, Reform Asia Pacific exercise organized by USA. RIMPAC, name of the Asia Pacific exercise organized by USA. So there's a Japan-India trilateral, Japan-India, USA trilateral military naval exercise as a component. There are Japan-India, USA trilateral military naval exercise as a component like Malabar exercise. What is the challenge in India-USA relations? Lack of convergence in the northwest region, means Afghanistan. Trade and tariff issue may play a big role in India's-USA relations. The trade and tariff policy may play a big role in India-USA relations. So India need to be competitive. Civil nuclear agreement. India need to leave protectionism and to be competitive. There is a civil nuclear issue. Difference over the climate change and Doha talk. Trade and tariff. USA have negative balance of payment with almost every trading partner. So USA having negative balance of payment with almost every trading partner. USA is a net debtor country. So everything goes on a US credit, means US dollar. So power of the China is increasing. Dollar as a hard currency will lose its importance. And when the country, when they become hard currency, if the dollar as a hard currency becomes a problem, USA will need to pay to China. So USA will need to pay to China. So as a demographic advantage, like India has a young population. So USA have a demographic advantage like India. USA also have a young population. So USA world's most efficient economy. So it will go for free market economy. So country with the neighbors do not have a good relation with the neighbor. So they have a good relation with the neighbor. USA have a good relation with the neighbor, Russia. Central government should be having enough resources in their hands so that they cannot always be market-based economy. For example, Russia, central government should have enough resources so they cannot be always market-based economy. Russia cannot be always market-based economy because central government should have enough resources to deal with security challenges. USA is a secure and most efficient economic system. Mississippi River basin is horizontal. East coast and west coast. So Mississippi river system is like horizontal. So USA में जो river communication, communication traveling है, it is cost effective because this is horizontal. Where in China and Russia rivers are north to south. China and Russia rivers are mostly north to south. So do not flow and do not cover the entire country. The USA has to maintain the dollar centrality and start domestic consumption. And so USA को domestic production start करना पड़ेगा to maintain the dollar centrality. USA attack OBOR initiative, One World World Trade. It will make in America and promoting make in America. If BRICS is able to maintain its internal coordination harmony, USA will be a big loser. So अगर BRICS में it is able to maintain its internal coordination harmony, USA will be a big loser. So USA investors are investing in India and China. They are investing in India because of the cost of production less. So US investors are investing in China and they are not investing in India because the cost of production in China is less. Also, they don't want foreign workers because ultimately the money goes out and there is an unemployment problem. So USA don't want foreign workers because ultimately money goes out and there is an unemployment problem. So they go for protectionist policy. So capitalism can be win-win situation for all, subject to the condition everyone plays. We are fair game. So capitalism can be a win-win situation for all, subject to the condition everyone plays a fair game. In this game, USA has been a fair, but China has never been. Now, despite China joining WTO in 2001, why China has was allowed to join WTO. So that China observed WTO or not, and China opened its economy. Unfortunately, China, despite the WTO, didn't open up its economy. China kept on insisting differential benefits, which are for developing, kept on getting differential benefits, which are meant for developing countries like China and India. So globalization is based on comparative advantage. US has a comparative advantage in high technology, and China had a comparative advantage in production. China has never been played a fair game. USA started to having losses. For example, USA has opened its economy for the for the products of China, but China has never opened its economy for the high technology equipment of the USA, like the in the economy giant like Facebook and Amazon and WhatsApp. So China has never played a fair game. So USA started having losses. So there's an economic disputes arising. USA wanted the China and countries like India to open up the agriculture sector. WTO norm has been such that which actually favor the developed countries. The WHO norm has been such that actually favor the developed countries subsidy, but prevented developing. They provide subsidy to their agriculture, but prevented the developing country from giving subsidy to their farmers. Then there is an agriculture negotiation, violators of IPR. So India and China has been placed on the priority watch list by USA. So intellectual property is norm of pharmaceutical. It is disputed. So intellectual property norm of is called disputed area. International treaty and law its paradise. India interpreted law on its according to India. India interprets law in such a way that it does not violate any of the WTO norms. But according to USA, India is a violator of the WTO norms. Now we'll talk about the dispute resolution mechanism. So we can solve that by the international arbitration in dispute resolution mechanism. India want that whatever the issue that arises in the sectors should be solved by the internal codes, the codes for countries code first. So, and most of the cases, the Supreme Court judgment in the pro-Indian companies is a favor of pro-Indian companies. So USA is interested in investing in FII, foreign institutional investment, which is unstable, and India want FDI investment in India, which is short-term investment, long-term investment. MFN, US says that we should get MFN status. Aluminium sector and steel have been raised. So aluminium sector and steel have been raised. Tariff aluminium sector and steel have been raised. General system of trade preferences. This is a issue of H1B visa. Totalization agreement contribute to social total security. Totalization agreement that contribute to the social security. Now the money does not come back. So totalization agreement, the contribute to social security, that money does not come back. They are subject to the income tax in India. The money does not come back, and the money that are subject to income tax in India. Social security agreement of the person who come back in the form of two channels. So social security agreement of the person who come back in the form of two different channels. Now this social security जो भी contribution करता है foreigner Indian foreign में वो India से आना चाहिए थोड़ा back channel. So social security agreement में US is not agreeing. Then CAATSA, what India have to offer. India-US bilateral trade has reached $73 billion in 2017. So India-US dollar कितना पहुंच गया $73 billion in 2017, and it was just 44.5 billion in 2008. So India-US trade has reached $73 billion, and ये 2008 में सिर्फ $4.5 billion था. So FDI in India has become $45 billion. And in 2015 50% increase in 2016. तो हमारा 50% increase हुआ है FDI में. It was only $45 billion, has become $45 billion. A 50% increase in 2016. So this increase an upward trend in India-US economic partnership. So this increase and upward trend in India-US economic partnership. Significance it has present relations with any country cannot go without economic relationship. So at present, relations with any country cannot go without the economic relationship. Recent development: USA President has notified US Congress its intention to terminate trade benefit to India and Turkey. So US President had notified US Congress the intention to terminate trade benefits to India and Turkey. Both countries have been benefit under GSP, that is Generalized System of Preferences. The Generalized System of Preferences duty-free access to around 1,900 category of the products belonging to textile, engineering, gems, jewelry, and chemical products. Second development: US representative for trade has continued the status of India as a primary watch list as a violator of the patent. So USA representative for trade has continued its status of India as a primary watch list as a means of the violator of the patent. Third, in 2018, USA has unilaterally hiked the duties on the steel and aluminium from major trading partners including India. 2018, USA unilaterally hiked duties on steel and aluminium from major trading partners including India. India has had the option to impose retaliatory tariff, but India has prolonged it, keeping the difference benefits in mind. USA is not just our trading partner. Trade administration aims at reducing number of H1B visa and increase the Visa fees. There are some of the recent concerns. What are the major issues in trade and investment? WTO norms. Doha talks in agriculture. USA find India as a protectionist. For India, developing countries. India is a developed countries. Do not go for fair game. For India, developed countries do not go for fair game. There's a politics of subsidies, politics of boxes. It's not a politics of boxes. Investment related dispute. There is a difference in the model. Investment related dispute, like India insists on FDI and USA favors FII. India does not offer foreign investor national treatment as well as MFN status. So India does not offer foreign investors national treatment on MFN status. So India favors a domestic mechanism for dispute resolution. US favor international arbitration. There's an intellectual property right issue. Dispute on the intellectual property right. The major dispute is with respect to pharmaceutical industries. So dispute is in the intellectual property right. The major dispute in the respect to pharmaceutical industries. India prevent patent detention law. It prevents evergreening of patent. India patent law section 13 clause B. India law patent law section 13 clause B prevent the evergreening of patent. India patent section 13 clause B prevent the evergreening of patents. US does not support India's position on generic drug in the case of health epidemics. USA do not support the India's position on the generic drug in the case of health epidemics. India not only produce genetic drugs for domestic consumption but also export outside. Until now, USA has not entered into totalization agreement with India like any other trading partner. So USA has not entered totalization agreement with India like any other trading partner. This adversely impacts those who pay social security in USA but are unable to take the advantage. Who pay for social security in USA but are unable to take advantage. So USA has not entered totalization agreement in India. India want to money from the back channel to provident fund channel. So India want this money from money to be channelized back to the provident fund channel. Nuclear issue has been is not any much more relevant. So nuclear issues is not any much more relevant. USA want China, India. They should take equal commitment. USA want India and China to take equal commitments in the reducing the global warming. The way the global scenario is developing, we have become so much dependent on security issue, and India and US strategic partners also maturing in the sense that there is no hype announcement. An issue like there is no hype announcement like civil nuclear agreement, but consistent. There is a progress, and there are disputes and disputes are the disputes are like part and parcel of any problem. So disputes are like parts of any problem. To it seems they are not very big issue and not very big achievement. Relationship moving toward maturity, and we have formed more than 2 dozen dialogue platform. We have formed more than 12, means more than 2 dozen dialogue platform, and it's a regular dialogue. There is a huge Indian diaspora and are a lot of civil society interaction, people to people. There's a huge diaspora, civil society, and people to people interaction that is going on. But again, both the countries have to ensure that they should be sensitive towards the interest of each other. So maintain the regular contact. We need to maintain the regular contact. You cannot have everything in your favor. Obviously, there should be some give and take relationship. Otherwise, India will have no option but to improve and India have no other option but to improve the competitiveness of its economy. It seems India and US relations will continue to mature. And a strong institutional base has developed. So a strong institutional base has developed many dialogue forums, including the 2+2 dialogue. So a strong institutional base has developed, including many dialogue, 2+2 dialogue. So more people to people connect. Convergence over value like a secularism and democratic system. India's strategic significance in Indo-Pacific. There's an India strategic significance in the Indo-Pacific. Rightist in India was pro-West. So rightist India are pro-West. Maintain high level of communication. Maintain its strategic communication. Focus on the area of the mutual interest. So we need to focus on the area of the mutual interest. We have to maintain high level of communication, means strategic communication. And India's strategic significance is in the Indo-Pacific. So India is also always be an important country in USA vision of India-Pacific.